Zahoor. I am here from Multan.
Importance of Multan.
Perspective, because you are the future leader and you are going to
obviously created for the same very reason, to improve the image of police.
Your good name?
Sadia Zahoor.
So you can introduce yourself to us.
Sure, sir. My name is Sadia Zahoor. I am here from Multan district in Punjab. My father is currently serving as an administrative officer in Inland Revenue Service and my mother is a homemaker. Academically, I hold a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Bahauddin Zakariya University, Multan. Along with that, I also hold a bachelor's degree in education from Allama Iqbal Open University. Subsequently, I pursued my master's degree in chemistry from Comsat University, Islamabad, Lahore campus with research and thesis in electrocatalytic water splitting for the generation of clean and sustainable energy. Along with that, I also have been the part of various philanthropic activities, being a part of organization named as Isarul Libat Foundation. At the end, my interests include crochet as well as resin and acrylic. That's all.
So you belong to Multan.
Yes.
Do you know anything about history of Multan?
Yes.
So when was it occupied by Muslims?
Sir, the history of Multan dates back to the ancient era when it was the part of Achaemenid Empire of Iran. Later on, it was invaded by Muhammad bin Qasim in 712 when the Arabs ruled here. Later on, it became the part of Mamluk Sultanate and Langar dynasty. After that, Multan was being ruled by Mughals, and later on there came the British Raj, and when there were the Anglo-Sikh wars. So later on in 1867, Multan became a municipality, and after that it became the part of Indian subcontinent, which was later on divided.
What is the commercial importance of Multan?
Yes, sir. Multan contributes approximately 3% in the GDP of Pakistan, which is although very low as compared to Lahore and Karachi, which contribute about 15 to 30%. But Multan is well known for the ginning cotton industries, and the largest cotton research institute is as well there. So it holds a very diverse importance in the commercial activities.
What kind of things are exported from Multan?
Multan is basically known for the import of raw materials such as leather and moreover crops such as wheat. Moreover, it is also known for it is also known as the city of mangoes, as the whole world receive mangoes from Multan.
So how much foreign exchange is earned by mango export?
Sorry, sir, I don't know about it.
Can you have a guess?
Sir, I am very bad at making guess statistically.
Right. What Muslim saints are buried in Multan?
Yes, sir. Prominently, 3 Muslim saints and Islamic scholars are buried in Multan. The first one is Shah Shams Sabzwari, and the second one is Bahauddin Zakariya, and the third one is Shah Shams. Moreover, other saints are also buried there, such as Hazrat Musa Pak and Shah Yusuf, and the Mazar of Bibi Pak Daman is there as well.
So we will like to talk about your optional subjects.
Sure, sir.
You have Punjabi
Yes, sir.
as an optional subject.
Yes, sir.
You know anything about Bulle Shah?
Yes, sir. Baba Bulle Shah is a well-known Sufi poet who is known for his bold accent used in poetry, and the close affiliation towards his murshid is the thing that makes him very versatile in his whole domain of Sufism.
Can you recite any verses from Bulle Shah?
Sure, sir. I will recite my favorite couplet of the Bulle Shah, which is Bulliya ki jana main kaun, ना मैं मोमिन विच मसीता, ना मैं विच कुफर दियां रीता, ना मैं पाका विच पलीता, ना मैं मूसा ना फिरौन, बुलिया की जाना मैं कौन.
What elements of Sufism were there in his poetry?
Sir, the first and foremost factor of Sufism in Baba Bulle Shah poetry was the concept of tasawwuf, and the second one was the concept of wahdatul wujud, wahdaniyat ilahi, and thirdly he mentioned about arkan Islam, and then he focused on the afterlife, like we have to do good deeds which are beneficial for our afterlife.
What is Bulle Shah means by that poem ਬੁੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਆਈਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਤੇ ਭਰਜਾਈਆਂ
Yes, sir. Sir, Bulle Shah was said that he was very close to his Murshid. Moreover, the people
Name
used
of
to
Murshid?
Inayat Qadri, Shah Inayat Qadri.
Shah Inayat,
Yes,
right,
sir.
right,
Shah
okay.
Inayat Qadri.
So
People
why he wrote ਬੁੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਆਈਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਤੇ ਭਰਜਾਈਆਂ?
Yes, sir. The incident, there was an incident. People used to criticize him highly that Baba Bulle Shah was was belonging to higher caste, while his Murshid was Arai, which was considered to be the lower caste. The strong affiliation of Baba Bulle Shah toward his Murshid was highly criticized. So people used to say that Baba Bulle Shah should change his mind and he should be strongly affiliated with the Murshid of that era that were higher caste. So it was the basically class difference that made people criticize it, and they used to say that Baba Bulle Shah should refrain from his affiliation.
So he said that there is no difference between
Yes.
Sayyid and Arai.
Yes, sir.
So his Murshid was Arai.
Yes, sir.
So the message which he wants to give was,
The interfaith harmony,
yes,
and we should bear inclusivity, and we should not differentiate ourselves
not
on the
differentiate
basis of
between
ethnic lines.
between the clans,
Yes, sir.
and the Sayyid is not superior to
Yes, sir.
Arais.
Yes, sir.
So this was a universal message
Yes, sir.
which Bulle Shah wanted to spread through his poetry,
Yes, sir.
right?
Sadia, let's move to the domain of current affairs.
Sure, sir.
As we know that water is a huge issue, and in the present context, we know that our neighbor India is trying to use it as a weapon.
Yes, sir.
So in that context, how do you see that Pakistan should adopt policies or initiative to achieve water security for its agriculture and urban areas?
Sure, sir. Sir, I would like to answer my question from the statement of World Bank. As the World Bank said that the wars of 20th century were primarily based on the issues of oil, but the wars of 21st century would be on the issue of water. So it depicts that the water is the issue of national security for Pakistan and for the whole region of South Asia. As far as the policies of Pakistan are concerned regarding addressing the issue of the water crisis in agriculture, Pakistan should firstly renegotiate on the treaty of Indus Water Treaty with our neighbor, as India has no right to hold this treaty in abeyance. Secondly, we can monitor our domestic framework to regulate water by strengthening our dams infrastructure, and then we can manage our per capita availability of water, and we can manage our ground level water availability. Moreover, for agriculture, we can shift toward the more advanced techniques of agriculture, like we can move toward drip irrigation, as moreover the recent technologies involved in the Green Initiative Pakistan, which is a recent project launched by government of Pakistan, the military backed project, they have shifted toward the pivot based irrigation system. So we can utilize it highly, like currently it is being used in Cholistan, but we can expand this whole to restore our or restructure our agricultural system.
So, how do you view the sustainable development goals espoused by the United Nations, and what is their relevance in achieving long-term sustainable development across the globe?
So yes, sustainable development goals basically preserve the needs of future generations by meeting our present needs. So if we follow those sustainable development goals at wide, it would increase our standards of life, ranging from our health, our education, the availability of water, the sustainability of planet, and the sustainability of the biodiversity, and everything that entails about it.
And can you articulate that what are these specific sustainable development goals and which areas they specifically target?
Sir, yes sir. First one, I don't know the exact article.
No, you don't need to
Yes, sir.
say them in order,
Yes,
just.
sir. Sir, these are about the poverty reduction and zero hunger, and this another one is about reduction of gender discrimination and life for planet, I guess, which includes oceans economy. Moreover, there is sustainable development goals about education, and currently these are the only one that I am able to recall.
Education and health also.
Education and health, yes sir, more precisely.
Sadia, we are witnessing a global shift, balance of power,
Yes sir.
and there is US-China rivalry.
Yes sir.
So this competition between these two great powers, how does it affect global stability? And how can a middle power, middle ranked power like Pakistan play her role in this US-China rivalry to its advantage?
Sure, sir. Keeping in view the current scenarios of the global power shift, I would likely say that the world is moving from globalization to blocalization. Like blocks are being formed. First one is the Western bloc and the second one is Eastern bloc. The opportunity for Pakistan lies in the hand that we shouldn't place our all eggs in a single basket. As in international relation, nothing matters that if the cat is black or white until it catches mice, as it was said by Deng Xiaoping. So Pakistan should align its foreign policy with the country where its geo-economic interests are more appreciated as compared to the geostrategic and the geopolitical ones. Like we can take the advantage of technological decoupling from the war between US and China, and Pakistan could take advantage by by taking side with China, because China is holding hegemony over the Taiwan in the chip war. Moreover, we can also align with China, because we have seen that after the inception of Trump, the whole West is like being aligned more toward China and Europe, and moreover Russia. So we can say that we should take the side of the rising power rather than being sticking to the traditional old power.
And do you think that India has always maintained that we should resolve our disputes bilaterally, and when we try to engage India bilaterally, they refuse to engage with us? So do you think that in this changed context, we can use the influence of these great powers to mediate between India and Pakistan to resolve this issue of Kashmir?
I don't think so that any major power would be willing to mediate the issue, because every country prefers its geo-economic interest at large. If we see the current scenario of Trump deal on the ceasefire, his primarily goal was to bring the issue of terrorism. His primary goal was to settle a war between the two countries rather than resolving the issue of Kashmir permanently. Like he moved toward the ceasefire, that both countries have to temporarily cease the war on the basis of the geo-economic interest and political interest that Trump is going to take in South Asia. But I don't think so that any power is willing to resolve the issue permanently.
But you acknowledge that Trump has explicitly mentioned that they are willing to mediate. So this traditional Indian approach of bilateralism has been rendered redundant. Do you think so?
The statements, I think, lies just only in the framework of words. It wouldn't be practical.
And like Pakistan, there is a strategic partnership emerging between Pakistan and China, where China is openly supporting the territorial integrity
Yes,
and sovereignty of Pakistan. How does this strategic partnership is going to affect our relationships with our neighboring countries, especially India and Afghanistan?
Sir, I would say that if we utilize this strategic partnership in a positive way, it could bring great advantage to Pakistan. Like with the help of this strategic partnership, we can provide a transit route to Afghanistan as well as India. Like India uses transit route via Central Asian states to reach Afghanistan, and from Iran to reach Afghanistan. So we can provide that transit route via expansion of CPAC towards our eastern end as well as western end. Moreover, the same transit route can be provided to Afghanistan, which makes its trade with India through Central Asian states and Iran.
So this comes to the last question. There is a Chinese strategy, global strategy, which is called Belt and Road Initiative. Like China is seeking its global dominance through this strategy. And in order to counter China, there is a US strategy which is called Indo-Pacific strategy. How does the US Indo-Pacific strategy counter China's Belt and Road Initiative? And what are the implications for Pakistan, especially for CPAC?
Sure, sir. US Indo-Pacific strategy is countering China via formation of alliances, like the formation of Quad, the formation of expansion of NATO, and formation of G7 countries, which are mainly formed on the basis of containment of China. So the implications for Pakistan are that it would exert pressure on the incomplete project of CPAC, as like the US is primarily supporting Indian Middle East Economic European Economic Corridor. I am unable to recall the name exact right now. So it would give a great, I guess, blow to the CPAC of Pakistan.
Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Over to you.
Sir. Sadia, you have done MPhil in chemistry,
Yes, sir.
and which university was it?
Comsat University, Islamabad, Lahore campus.
With issues that you've mentioned like claustrophobia and acrophobia,
Yes, sir.
how will you manage these in roles that require very tough field presence?
I don't think so. It has to do with the field job. Like in field, I don't think so. I have to deal with acrophobia or
Okay.
claustrophobia.
What is claustrophobia and acrophobia?
Claustrophobia is basically the fear of confined things, being confined or being locked or being caged in a confined apartment or some sort of like that. Like in a lift, you are hesitant to use lift. And in medical perspective, like I very much fear to be in the MRI procedure. So that's what.
Okay. These fears do not consonate with the PSP, your first preference that you've chosen.
I would try to overcome this fear, but I think I have to face this. So.
You've chosen PSP as your first preference.
Yes, sir.
With your weakness of overthinking, which can definitely lead to depression, leading to suicidal thoughts. And recently, many PSP officers and PS officers and many other career civil servants who are at a higher position, but this overthinking led them to suicidal thoughts, ultimately committing suicide. So, don't you think that it can have a tendency to bring you to that ladder?
Yes, sir. Thinking is good, but I think overthinking does a very bad impact on your health. So this is a fear that I have mentioned, but I would try to overcome.
How would you overcome it?
I would be more practical, I guess, and being able to solve the.
No, rationality is already there. You are being practical.
Yes, sir.
One who overthinks
Is
is already over pragmatic.
Yes, sir.
See, I'm trying to ask you, can you list 3 to 4 things that would enable you to mitigate this concept of overthinking or this habit of overthinking? Any 2 to 3 avenues that you would utilize?
I would like to solve the problem at its initial point, like, and secondly, I would. I have to think about it.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Is Aurat March too representative of women rights in Pakistan?
There are 2 schools of thoughts about this Aurat March. The first school of thought says that it is the blunt exposition.
I'm least concerned with 2 schools of thoughts. I'm
Okay.
concerned about your school of thought.
Okay, my opinion. I guess yes, Aurat March is a way forward toward the women empowerment, especially in Pakistan, as women are more openly demanding for their representation in political arenas, as well as they are standing against their rights against domestic abuse, harassment. So this is a way I would consider it positive in Pakistan.
There are departments like human rights, there are departments like women protection departments, there is women ombudsperson in Pakistan as well. There are a number of other avenues where women can strike for their their women rights, for the protection of their women rights. There are hosts of laws as well. So how do you think that this private organization conducting Aurat March is not against the cultural norms?
Sir, again, it's a controversy. Like there are some dimensions which are controversial and which are against our norms.
For
but
example?
like some of the banners and the posters which were being displayed by the women's there were anti-Islam. So these things should be countered. But at large, overall, these are paving way toward more inclusive society in which women are being integrated in Pakistan.
So Sadia, some people say that feminism is being misconstrued via Aurat March. Do you agree with it?
In Pakistan, to some extent, not on a major scale, it is being done.
So you agree that Aurat March should be there and it is proponent of the women rights?
Sir, I would say that Aurat March should be there, but should be under the certain framework which should confine with our moral and like ethical guidelines.
There is a concept of, since you had political science as well,
Yes, sir.
there is a concept of rule of law.
Yes, sir.
How would you apply that to Pakistan?
I would apply rule of law to Pakistan by strengthening the law enforcement agencies and by making justice more accessible to the marginalized strata of society.
Which political philosophy do you relate the most and why?
In the current scenarios,
No, in political science you would have read number of political
yes,
scientists.
sir.
Which political philosopher do you like the most and how do you relate with him?
Sir, I like two political philosophers. The Western philosopher is Montesquieu, who gave the system of separation of powers, which is being currently used in the Western system, like in US. And the second philosopher is the Muslim philosopher, which I like the most, is Ibn Khaldun, who gave the concept of Asabia. I think which we highly need at this time when our whole nation or our whole society is being divided. So these are the most.
Montesquieu's separation of power apply
Yes, sir.
to Pakistan and let me know the current challenges that Pakistan is having.
Regarding our separation of power.
Yes.
Sir, firstly, our the institution, executive, legislature, and judicature are not independently working. Like they are dependent on one another. However, in US, the institutions are independent and they work in their own framework. So this is the main issue, that our institutions are highly linked, so which yields greater governance problems.
They being highly linked with each other is the problem, or separation of powers is entirely that they have no connection with each other, they are extremely independent of each other.
Yes, sir.
So you think that US is having a system in which all these powers are extremely separate and they are not linked with each other?
No, there is executive and legislature are somehow linked, but
No, that bulldozes your argument. You primarily you told me that in US and in Pakistan the separation of power is in such a way that their entire organization or the three pillars that you quoted
yes, sir.
are separate from each other.
Yes.
And in Pakistan you said that they are dependent on each other.
Yes, sir.
Now justify it.
Sir, I am finding myself in trouble. Like I would read it more
In
precisely.
case of
and then-
Pakistan, okay, in case
Yes,
of
sir.
Pakistan, just let me know how this separation of power can be properly implemented.
By strengthening our institutions independently. Like executive should only perform the work of enforcement of laws. Legislation should be involved with the legislative policies, and the judiciary should hold both accountable about determining the legal framework of the policy being devised by the both institutions.
In why you've read the book Why Nations Fail?
I know the essence of why nations
In
fail.
Why Nations Fail, the author explains there is a state in US that is Arizona state, and there is an area which is called Nogales, and there is a fence between them. Just few meters away, the people are from same ethnicity, same culture, same language. They
Yes, sir.
mostly people speak Spanish, but they are having vast differences in their hospitals, in their education system, in their lifestyle, in their per capita GDP. What is it?
I am unable to.
How is
recall
it happening?
exactly. On the principle of pluralism or inclusivity, I guess.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You can
Yes.
go on.
This is the primary reason which has reduced.
Basically, it is related to the institution that you were mentioning earlier.
Sure, sir.
The concept of why nations fail. That is why I quoted the name of the book as well, so that you have an idea and you
Sir,
can link it to them.
yes, sir, I got the point. Like these are the inclusive institutions rather than extractive ones, which are working for the pluralism and inclusivity in the whole mentioned arena which have you.
You have read European history as well.
Yes, sir.
In World War II,
Yes, sir.
When was the time that World War was declared?
It was the time when German invasion of Poland took place in the form of Hitler's aggression.
Which particular city?
I don't know, sir.
Why atomic bombs were used by Allied powers when Axis were already losing in European continent?
To declare themselves as the nuclear hegemon, I guess, would be the reason, and to inculcate in them the fear that if they would try to counter their enemy, they would also have to face the same fate as was being faced by Japan.
Okay, what is significance of French Revolution in modern political thought?
French Revolution holds the essence of liberty, equality, and fraternity, and the same idea was later on propagated in the political philosophy as well.
What is COP29? Has Pakistan been kept as investment or aid avenue in it?
Sorry, sir.
What is COP29?
Yes, sir. COP29. Yes, sir. It is a conference of parties on 29, which was held in 29 sequence, which basically deals with the issues of climate change. And in COP29, there were a number of new policies inculcated, such as loss and damage fund, and a shift toward a zero methane pledge as well, and reduction of greenhouse gases from the fossil fuels emissions.
Was Pakistan good aid avenue or investment avenue in it?
Yes, sir. Pakistan got, and I don't know the exact figure.
Okay.
Pakistan got.
Okay. Transparency International quoted Pakistan's law and order as one of the most corrupt institutions.
Yes, sir.
Why a progressive and qualified woman like you would like to be part of PSP? Their Thana culture is so abused that people would not like to go to visit police stations.
Sir, I
I need
think
a pragmatic answer.
I think it is the time to change the mentality of our people about the Thana culture, as policing is the institute which can also bridge a gap between the community and the policing institutions. The main problem prevailing in our society regarding Thana culture is that the marginalized strata of society find itself as a stigmatization, most probably a social stigmatization. When they visit to the Thana, they are like labeled as the culprits itself rather than the victim. So we have to change this mentality, and being a woman integrated in the Thana culture of Pakistan, I would say that it would bring inclusivity in our society, and moreover it would set an example of the woman empowerment as well.
Many progressive, qualified and highly accomplished women are currently serving at very key positions, being part of the PSP in police service. However, Thana culture is still stigmatized. How would you alone be there resolving this?
I would alone not be able to do so, but I can become the part of a change which would take place at large.
Okay. Would you compare existentialism and idealism?
Idealism is where ideas prevail over reality. However, existentialism holds its root in the base of practical and theoretical knowledge. The things which actually exist in reality, which can follow the principle of real politics.
Why people are still reluctant to visit Thana's police stations despite number of specialized departments created, especially after Safe City and authorities like this?
The first and foremost reason is that people are unaware about it. Like if I would quote the example from my area, people don't know about the Safe City initiatives and all that. So this is the first reason, I guess.
I know about Safe City. It has been created in 2016 or 15. Still, despite after 10 years of its creation, people are reluctant to visit police stations.
But
People try to settle their disputes themselves rather than visiting the police stations. I'm asking you, why is it so?
Sir, I am not getting your question.
You're not getting the question?
No, sir.
I'm telling you, there are a number of specialized organs or institutions working under police department,
Yes, sir.
obviously created for the same very reason, to improve the image of police and to do the best so that the trust deficit between people and the institution is improved. Sorry. Now, despite after creation of Safe City Authority, since last 10 years, things have still not improved. Why?
Because I would again say that people are not aware about it. Like the people from the villages, they don't know what is the concept of safe city.
I was speaking
Firstly-
in the context of Lahore.
Lahore,
You don't see Safe City Authority in villages. Safe City Authority
Yes,
is
sir.
in Lahore. Yes, there is a project that it can be, applied to the other metropolitan or important cities as well. But currently, I am speaking about Lahore. People are still reluctant to visit police stations. Why?
I have to think about
Okay.
it.
Can you summarize Pakistan's total debt and then break it into local and foreign debt?
I exactly know the external debt, which is about $131 billion, but I cannot segregate in like local and the other one.
Okay. Like sir asked about Belt Road Initiative.
Yes, sir.
There is one avenue of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Yes, sir.
Then number of other initiatives as well. You already know the purpose of Belt Road Initiative. What are other avenues? Can you count them on figures?
What are the?
What are the other avenues of Belt Road initiatives, other projects under this Belt Road initiative?
First one is the connectivity via land, road, and
No, I'm specifically asking about the projects like China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or other projects.
China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Second one is the China-Indonesia Economic Corridor, and China-Bangladesh Economic Corridor, China-Central Asia, Western Asia Economic Corridor, New Eurasian Land Bridge, and China-Russia-Mongolia Corridor.
Good. The book that you've quoted as your favorite book,
Yes, sir.
what is the character that you most find yourself related with?
It's a tough question. Let me think about it.
ओके काइट रनर किसने लिखी?
Khalid Hussain.
पूरा नाम क्या था?
I only know about it. Khalid Hussaini.
He belongs to which country?
Sorry, sir.
ओके इस किताब का मेन थीम क्या है?
Sir, the main theme of a book revolves around the characters who follow the journey from friendship to betrayal, and then a journey of redemption, in which the firstly main character Ali, who was in friendship with Hassan, and later on an incident took place in their life where he betrayed his friend, and later on his conscience kept on like feeling him guilty, and then he moved toward the journey of redemption. Moreover, side by side, the history of Afghan goes as well, like transition of Afghan from monarchy to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, later on Taliban takeover, and how the refugees crisis took place there, and later on the situation of stability in Afghan.
When we hold this interview, we also give you a feedback, right?
Yes, sir.
So, in any interview in future, you will be asked that you have opted for the science, European history, environmental science, criminology, and Punjabi, but you have not opted for the subject in which you have done masters.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, firstly, I have done masters in chemistry. It was not planned, as I didn't got admission in MBBS, so it was the only option left. So I have to choose chemistry. Later on, I realized that I have no aptitude for chemistry and no aptitude for teaching. So in choosing chemistry not as an optional subject, I considered the whole syllabus was quite lengthy, and I find it quite difficult to cover the whole dimensions. So that was the reason.
Okay. This answer, this reply needs to be improved.
Sure, sir.
I now request my colleague, Mr. Bull, to give his feedback.
Sadia, it was a pleasure to have you. You are very confident, mashallah, well articulated, and in most question, at least in first part of the interview, you supported your answers with examples, which is your strength, and I think it will have a good impression on the interview panel. But as you move forward and came to the domain of international politics
Yes,
and
sir.
current affairs, your answers were mostly a very good description. Like it gave an impression that you know the facts, you have read the issue. But when it comes to the critical thinking and drawing linkages between the different streams of thoughts and different streams of strategies, that was lacking. For example, when we talk about the Belt and Road initiatives, there is a complete thinking behind it. When we talk about Indo-Pacific strategy, there is a complete thinking behind it. And when Pakistan has to choose between the two or balance between the two, Pakistan is aware of the thinking that goes behind that.
Yes,
So
sir.
when we try to articulate a space for Pakistan or what kind of policy choices Pakistan has to make, we should be able to draw those linkages. And I'm sure that you are very capable of drawing those
I would
linkages.
work
It is
on the
just
same,
you
yes.
need to pay attention. Secondly, I have noticed that while you are very confident and very well articulate, your body is too static. Like we say that around 55% of communication involves body language. So I won't say that you should use it excessively, but when one adds gestures, facial expressions,
Yes, sir.
emotions, or tone fluctuation in one's argument, it gives a lot of different messages. Like it adds emphasis, it adds values, and it adds a kind of personal touch into your answers, because this is interview is the test of your personality.
Yes, sir.
Your knowledge has already been tested. So I think on that you need to improve. And another area that I noticed is tackling the counter questions. Like
Yes, sir.
there you lose focus, or sometimes you are not able to
Yes,
listen the
sir.
question properly,
Yes,
and
sir.
then like answer it. So the counter questions in this interview, like at least I deliberately like gave you the free hand,
Yes,
didn't
sir.
come up with counter question barring
But
one
sir
or
gave
two.
me tough time.
So that
So-
is a weak area that
Yes, sir.
you need to practice, and you need to improve.
Yes, sir.
You have reasonable grasp of the issues, and I must congratulate you that you have prepared so well for your written part, and you came prepared for this interview also. But think hard on Pakistan's perspective.
Yes, sir.
Because the purpose of all these exercises of like taking this extensive CSS exams and then subjecting you to this rigorous interviews by the Federal Public Service Commission is to develop a perspective, because you are
Yes,
the
sir.
future leader and you are going to make policies for Pakistan. So whatever you read on global issues, international issues, current issues, sustainable development goals, try to develop a unique perspective for Pakistan also.
Sure,
So,
sir.
if you work on these areas, I think you have the potential of scoring very high in the interview,
Sir,
and you should not miss it.
Sir, actually, this is my first interview. So I think I might not be able to perform that much, but in future I would overcome all this.
Sir.
Sir,
Thank you, sir. Acha, Sadia, first of all, very good confidence. Your confidence level was very good.
Yes, sir.
And few things which sir pointed out, I had written them. So I will not go for repetition.
Exactly.
I have written you very articulate. You are a potential candidate.
Yes, sir.
You can score good if you continue, finding out your mistakes and fixing them. Like sir said, that you need to develop your own unique perspective.
Yes, sir.
Few things I would like to quote. These are important for you. You need to use a bit of your body language as well.
So actually, I'm not finding the chair very much comfortable. Like my back is aching.
This is very comfortable chair. The chair that you would find there is of primary school school students. That chair is quite clumsy that you will find there.
Sure.
This is a good chair where you're finding it uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, there were few things I would like to quote. One, in few of the questions I found you while you were answering the questions of the other two respected panelists, you were impatient a bit. You were trying to rescue yourself time and again, and that's spur of the second. Just I need to complete it. I need to score this goal. You don't need to do this. While you are in an interview, you should answer. Yes, you should answer in a convincing manner that you were doing, but in a conversational style.
Sure, sir.
So that we have this idea that we are not in a mode of baitbazi.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ये आपका कोई क्विज नहीं चल रहा.
Hmm.
और first thing is first that you have already qualified the threshold of you being called as a knowledgeable person. You have qualified the written part.
Yes, sir.
So make sure, make this belief in your mind that you are already qualified and we are acknowledging it that you are knowledgeable. So is the reason you are sitting here. Now you need to, prepare your answer in such a manner that we both consider each other in a respected tone, in a conversational style, and discussing an issue.
Sure, sir.
With again the same phrasal verb that I would use, that sir used, unique perspective. You need
Yes,
to
sir.
develop your unique perspective. Another thing, you didn't read your book properly. You need to
I have read it half.
No, nothing is half. I would say it half baked. Even there's
Yes, sir.
certain people who had read this book and they quoted it as favorite book. Half of the interview went on discussing it.
Yes, sir.
How would you justify a book if you have not, read its thesis, its theme? You know what people do these things these days? They, choose a book, they put it in ChatGPT, they find out five to six themes, and then they see, they think of themselves that we are going to defend it in an interview.
I was also said to do so, but I am currently reading the book.
You need to read the book.
Yes, sir.
Whatever, I'm not forcing you to quote the same very book that you quoted here.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you that whichever book you will quote there or you will write there, you need to be in a position to defend it. If there
Yes,
are 10 concepts, 10 characters, you need to know.
Sure, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, another thing, your questions about geostrategic dynamics and global political dynamics were, your answers were quite confused. You were not landing on your
Stance.
viewpoint.
Yes, sir.
Exactly, your stance. You knew the answer.
Yes, sir.
You knew the answer. You knew the opinions, but you didn't develop your own opinion.
Yes, sir. That might be the
And
reason.
again, I would
Yes, sir.
land on the same very words that are used, unique
I
perspective.
have to develop unique perspective.
Yes, exactly. In local Pakistan's issues, your grip was very weak.
Yes, sir.
While I'm asking you about economy,
Hmm.
you should know local debt, foreign debt.
Yes,
And
sir.
another question that I was going to ask you, that how would you develop a framework to reduce this debt as well? When you didn't have even answer of breaking it down into local and foreign, why would I ask this next
Yes,
question
sir.
as well? Another thing I noted in you, it was very easy for me to break you while just throwing another counter question.
Yes, sir.
You are very good as far as there is one single question to you.
Yes,
You will answer it deliberately in a very, very good, convincing manner. But the moment I ask you another counter question,
Yes, sir.
you will be, confused or nervous, and your body language will tell us very,
Yes,
very
sir.
frankly that now you are in trouble.
Yes, sir.
So you need to be firm in it. Another thing, you need to develop your mindset that how would I defend this that I have chosen PSP as first preference.
Sure.
In all of your answers regarding PSP, they were very weak. You could
Sure,
not
sir.
defend why you want to join PSP. You could not give us any framework that why other progressive women who have already joined have not brought any change into the police service. Why people are reluctant to visit Thana culture. Why after so many specialized institutions, police is still struggling to create its better image with the people. Why trust deficit is not settling. Okay? So since PSP is your first preference, so you need to work on it thoroughly. Then another point was that sir already explained regarding your static body language. Acha, that was very raw truth, which you answered like chairman of the panel asked you about chemistry. It was very raw truth. It was organic truth that she spoke. Hardly anybody dares to do this. That you spoke that I didn't get admission in MBBS, so I landed in chemistry. I didn't find it. I liked it, but I have serious doubts that the panel is going to like it as well. You stand a very good chance. You are a very potential candidate. I can predict right now, if you continue working on yourself, you can land in top 10, 20.
Sure, sir.
I think we can sum up the whole thing, the whole interview which we had with you, by saying that expression is all right, your articulation is good, and your knowledge base is also good, but sometimes you, as Mr. Zaida has said, that sometimes if a counter question is posed to you, you get confused.
Yes, sir.
You try to improve your body language also, and also try to improve the knowledge of Punjabi poetry also,
Sure,
because you have opted for this subject.
sir. Yes, sir.
So overall, if we sum up, I think you stand a good chance to clear the FPSC interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.